Well, Luke, I think you're the leading scorer on the team right now. How's that feel, and what kind of expectations did you put on yourself this season?
Yeah, I think it feels good to contribute almost. Like you walk into a new situation, you don't really know what to expect. But I've been pretty happy with how I played so far this season, and at the end of the day, it always feels really good to contribute, especially on a team where you're having fun and you enjoy all the guys in the team. It just makes it so much more special. I've loved it all so far.
It's been a couple months since you sat before us. What have you learned about conference play and playing in the NCAA in that time?
You can't take a game off for sure. There's no throwaway games on a Wednesday night. Every game's pretty much a playoff game almost. And we've learned that maybe the hard way a couple times this year, that you can't really take a game off, especially against any opponent in our league. So yeah, you need to be at your best every night for sure.
Luke, your second go-around with North Dakota coming up. What did you think about them the first time, and maybe learn anything about playing them a second time?
Yeah, they're a good team, just like every team in our league, honestly. I thought we played them pretty well, especially Saturday night. I thought that was one of our best efforts of the year almost. So kind of try to translate that. We've looked at quite a few videos over the last couple of days, and we'll definitely be ready for them. We're excited for it. And I've heard a lot about their building, so look forward to it.
I was going to ask that. So what have the guys told you about playing at Ralph Engelstad Arena?
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun atmosphere. You want to play in arenas like that where there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of kind of hype in the building. So we're really excited, and we're excited to give it our best on Friday night.
There's been a real theme this year of bounce back, and you guys certainly did that out at Yale and a couple times from Friday to Saturday this season. What's going to be important for you guys instead of having to bounce back on Saturday, getting off on the right foot with North Dakota going up there?
Well, I think the bye has been important, that we've had a lot of time to prepare. It's almost like it's almost been 2 weeks now that we haven't played. I haven't done that in a long, long time, so we're kind of itching to play. And I know that we're all going to be ready to roll on Friday night. We're all going to be at our best.
What's been the toughest transition for you, Luke, from the hockey you played the last few years to this season?
I think the speed for sure. You go from an age gap of 16 to 20 years old. Now I'm 21, but I'm still kind of on the younger spectrum of things. So it's definitely different. The physicality is another thing, the physicality and speed. And you're just playing with older players. You got to execute faster. You got to make plays faster. And if you're not moving your feet, especially a guy like myself, you're going to get left behind. So you got to keep moving your feet. You got to keep making plays at a fast pace.
You've established yourself as one of the top face-off men for the team this year. What has changed for you from October till now in terms of how you approach those face-offs?
Yeah, I think a lot of it's getting more comfortable in your skin. Like obviously I spent a long time in the same spot, so to be in a different I wouldn't say organization, but a different team almost. You need to kind of ease your way in a little bit. But I've definitely been more confident over the last couple of weeks, the last couple of months, and try to take as much of the role as I can.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Luke. Good job. Thank you.
Questions for Coach?
Coach, since Luke was just here, just talk about his play this season.
Yeah, it just keeps going up. Keeps going up. Again, right from day one, you could tell his intelligence level on the ice, his ability to make plays in chaotic situations. Just a really, really good hockey player. And even he, like he talked about here, how just the speed, it took a while to get up to speed on that, and you can just see him evolve. He's getting faster on the ice. He's making great plays, and nice to see him develop like that.
You've had stretches this year where the team generates a lot of looks but has a hard time breaking through, and then it seemed like Saturday night at Yale, those things kind of clicked. So what are the habits or the details that kind of separates it when it works and when it doesn't work?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. I think we're working on that, trying to find the solution to that. But again, hockey's a tricky sport. Like even if you ask the guys, we played better on Friday against Yale, and lost, and it was probably a lot closer game. I think the ozone time was 15 minutes to 5 on Friday night, right? And you lose 2-1, and then Saturday I thought was a lot more even match, and we come away with the win, right? So kind of leaves you scratching your head sometimes, why you're not executing, why you're not putting the puck in the back of the net at those times, but you got to stick with it. You got to stick with it and keep doing the things that give you a chance at success. And I think that's why the bye week was nice. It was nice to practice a little bit of that. As we did some skill work, we did some smaller games. Just nice to kind of get that scoring touch back a little bit there. When you get in the heat of the season, you're working on team play a lot, and it was nice to let the guys work on some of those finishing, get some confidence, get some finishing ability there too, because that's at the end of the day, you got to put the puck in the net.
Mike, this will be the second time playing North Dakota this early in the season. Do you like the way the schedule fell this way, playing them twice already?
Yeah, I think I think the schedule's the schedule. Whether you're the top schedule in the country or the second or whatever we are, I think it is what it is, and you got to find ways to get wins. And I think I try to spend less time worrying about excuses and more times about, hey, we got to get wins, and how do we get those wins. And so again, I think playing these guys again is good. Like Luke said, I thought we played a really good game against them on Saturday there, so we have a blueprint on how we need to play to be successful against these guys. I think they're coming off whatever they're winning a row, right? They're obviously been really hot lately there too, so a good chance to get up there in a tough environment and find a way to get a win on Friday night.
North Dakota's shot differential and their scoring rate show that they're able to generate some consistent pressure. How have you been talking to the guys, especially the defensemen, about how to combat that?
Yeah, again, you got to look at how teams produce their offense, and sometimes by team it's varied. Some guys are really good in the offensive zone, some guys are really good off the rush transition, so to speak. So it's always good to go back and look on how teams create their chances, and then make sure you're prepared to defend that appropriately there. So that's what we've done. Like Luke said, we've done a lot of video this week preparing the guys there without giving too much strategy up to talk about it too much. But again, you got to do certain things in certain key situations against certain teams, and then you also got to not give credit to the opponent, but you got to be careful just how much you pump the opponent up to, right? I think we're a good hockey team. I think guys are learning and getting better. I'm really impressed with this group on just how much they care, how much they're continuing to try to get better here. And you got to give them a little bit of chance to get their feet under them, get their confidence going. And so again, keep on, reminding these guys they're doing a lot of really good things, and they got to just stick with it. When you play good opponents, things are going to happen, but you got to really just keep with that process for sure.
Mike, have you talked to the freshmen about the hostile environment they're going to be facing this weekend, or is it just going to be a matter of you're going to see it?
Yeah, no. Again, these guys are all smart nowadays. They know the playing in front of 12,000 people, and they know the environment they're going to go into there, and I think they're excited for it. I think, I think it's an opportunity for us, right? So I'm excited about it. I know they're excited about it. So I think just more approach it with some enthusiasm, and get a chance to go up there against the whatever they are, 4th, 15th in the country, and battle as hard as you can possibly battle here, and come away with a good result.
The bye gave you guys opportunity to maybe heal some of the guys who've been having some nagging injuries. Any updates on who might be available that hasn't been?
Yeah, we still got a couple of guys that are questionable right now for the weekend, but they're skating, which is a positive thing there. So I think we got everybody but one guy skating now, and a couple of guys that are questionable there. So we should know more tomorrow after practice what the full lineup will look like. But fingers crossed we can get a couple of guys back in the lineup here.
Mm-hmm. That was my first time watching Luke speak, and just like the way he carries himself for a freshman, like the way that he attacks the ice is so honorable. How does it feel as a coach to coach someone like that and recruit someone to this program? Yeah, it's great. Again, it was funny. He was a guy that I think his third, fourth day after practice, like, man, I don't know if I can do this. I feel like I'm way over my head, and here we are talking about he's our leading scorer, right? So I think it's just that jump, like he said, the speed that happens. But when you have that mental approach and that mindset like Luke does, you can tell it, right? He's a smart young man. He's able to step away out of his own skin a little bit and just realize that, hey, this is going to take a little bit of time. I got to stick with it. Keep believing in yourself. Keep investing in yourself. And he's doing all those things, and you're starting to see the rewards come through here. So again, huge fan of Luke. You can see why he was a leader in his past organization, and he's just to continue to get better and better here. Awesome. Okay, thanks guys.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Coach.
Coach. Good luck.
Okay, thanks, guys. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh.